What's interesting? What's interesting? What is interesting? And watch this at the same time. What's interesting? Yeah. Watch this interesting thing is what I meant to say. All in one word. See how we do this in one word? What's interesting? Watch this interesting thing. Mario, Luigi, Yoshi. Why? Do you know that no matter where you go and no matter what story you tell, it's the same story? The same story. You have a marathon. Then there's MAR. You start it. You're in it. You're doing it. Everything that's fluent going on. Mare. Then you identify with it, and it's ongoing. Okay, now at the same time, Luigi's doing the same thing with Mario, but he's not Larry. And Larry's also like a reoccurrence of L-A-W, then W, or L-A-W-R, Lawrence. But when we say Larry, it's like the shortened version of Lawrence, because those letters go in those patterns. But let's just say it's L-A instead of L-U. But he's L-U-I. So the U comes first, then he comes back around to the I. So Mario's first. He's the first brother. He's smaller but more compact. He's a little pudgy guy with that kind of stuff. But either way, he's like the first. He's like the leader. L-E. E first, or he would be the lasting one. He wouldn't be like last, but he'd be like the lasting name. Mario goes on forever, and Luigi's there, but Mario's the big name of that franchise, okay? Now, Luigi is L-U, okay? Yoshi is from back in the past. He's the dinosaur you ride. Y-O. Just like I say, yoke yonder, ongoing. So he's that. S-H-I is not just chi. C-H-I, like I say, is 3, and S is 19, which is intensified into life, and then farther back, because it's a 9 after 3, but it's not really always farther back. It can be increasing in, like, interest of mind is coming futurely. In our mind. I know that's not really a word, but it's sort of a word, like futurely. It's coming in future tense. So 9 can be what you want, infinite, and it can be final, like infinite, like finite, and it can be it can be nano, it can be 9, it can be neural, it can be all that kind of stuff, and those are energy patterns of letters and sequence, no matter where you put them. Endotoxin, endocrine, endo, steen, stone, stan, like they all work the same way. There's a reason for these things. You use Stanleys as tools. A stone is an O. When you stun something, it's something that is now stiffened, and now it's like a stone because it's stunned. It's like these letters have always worked in patterns. Like M-A is Mario. Like when you get into, I'm not going to go into people's names because now you have Mario Lemieux, which is a mix between the two. Like you have all those vowels in his last name, which is M-A for his first name, and he's got the Mew, which is M, the I-E-O-U. I don't think there's not an O, I'm sorry. M-E-U in there, or the E-I-U, and the X. Like he's the center of the ice, and he's Mario, and he's Mew, and he's Lemieux. So he's Mario of Lemieux, and he's like the middle of the identified expression of what? So it's Mary, which is water, but it's E in E form, and I form, and O form. So he's in it, on it, and identified unit of it in the center with an X. And he's really popular for the ice, and it's the Stanley Cup. I mean, it's poetic, but it's really just the pattern of every single thing that's ever, and ever will happen. It can't not happen that way in Earth, because it's the way I remember seeing it created and the way I helped it be created. So I can retell it the way it happened, as long as I don't let people infect my brain with what the hell they're so stuck on TV. We can really heal ourselves with the plants and stuff around us. That shouldn't be hard to understand. People go, no, we can't. We got to go get it from people. No, you can grow those things and take care of yourself, and actually it'll be better that way. You know what goes into it. Simple. Boom. That's it. I can't do that because these people didn't say we could, and I don't know, and I'm just, trust me, I'm doing it to figure it out for us, and I've done it, and I've been given the blessing of remembering how to show people what can work for them, according to their names and according to their personal experimentation. And it's not going to be toxic chemicals. It's not going to be that. It's in the plants. The plants are talking to us. The mushrooms are talking to us. But you've got to understand that they also say which ones are good and bad, right in their names, right in their stuff. You just got to understand understand how to use it and what it means. If it's spelled a certain way, said a certain way, pronounced a certain way. Like, we've done this for reasons. We've passed down and passed along things that, no matter what, the patterns are there. And I can help anybody, everywhere, who's really open-minded and open-hearted to just listen and feel that we can work this out with everybody. And if they don't want to, I just don't, I can't understand. I won't. I choose not to understand people not seeing that this is something that is really happening in every shape and form. And no matter where I go, I can tell the same exact story. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's wild. There's no way to escape it. But it's not something you want to escape from. It's something that you want to embrace so that we can use it to help it benefit from itself and grow. That's what benefit from yourself is growing. So, until next time, I'm going to leave it at that. Yahoo! Here we go! It's me, Mario! I love that game.